Ooh, that looks tasty. Welcome, folks. Today, the Hungry Gamer is back with another episode of the Monthly Menu, and today we are talking about the top 5 games of May 2023. Now, by now, you know the drill. If you don't, I'm going to watch one of the earlier ones, but basically I'm just going to kind of cover the most played games for me in the past month, and then make some predictions for next month. So I guess I just explained the whole thing. Whatever, here we are. So to start out, last month's picks, did they get played? Starting out with the list, and yes, we did. We actually got multiple games of Asking for Troubles in, and this is, well, I actually have a review coming out about it, but this is a fast, fun, wacky worker placement game that's really, really orange. So I did actually get one of those, knocked off the list, so another month. So I believe that makes all but 1 month this year. So far, we've actually gotten something off the list. Next one is Crisis at Steamfall. And yes, I did actually play that multiple times as well, multiple player counts, and actually I've also recorded a review on that, though I have not released that yet either. And again, I really like this game. This game's a slow burn for me. It took a couple plays, and it just slowly, I realized what's super cool about it, but it really did take a few plays before I really fully grokked what was happening. But again, really, really enjoying it. Next one on the list is Mall Peak, and this is one that I just haven't been able to get to the table, and which is weird because I know I like the game. I played it a ton when I did a preview, and it's not the same game, but it's the same game as Skulk Hollow, just with completely different factions and different mechanics, so it works really, really well. But I did finally get to play Mall Peak. I actually got to introduce Peter Vaughn from Cardboard Alchemy to it, and just loved it. Just had a great time. It is such a good game, and that whole world, Mall Peak, Skulk Hollow, lives in the top of my 2-player game list. It's a very short list. I think it's 3 games right now. Next one was Argent the Consortium, and yes, I did finally get that played, and I'll be working on a review for that very, very soon. And played it quite a few times at the convention, and played it outside the convention that I went to the past weekend. And just, yeah, it was everything I wanted it to be. It's chaotic, but it's chaotic with a purpose. It's got some real random elements to it in the best way, in the way you can set up the game in different ways and the different modules you have. I really do enjoy that game, and I'm really glad I got it to the table. And the last one was Court of Miracles. I've talked about this game a lot, and nope, I didn't get to the table, which is so dumb, because I could have played it solo and had a game done in like 20 minutes, and I just didn't do it because I'm a putz. So 4 out of 5 ain't bad. So jumping into the top 5 games of the month, we'll start with number 5. Number 5 is Conquest Princess, which is currently live on GameFound right now. I've done a how to play video. I did a preview. I've done a lot with it. It's just the wackiest, strangest fever dream of a game. You have high fashion meets Voltron meets Power Rangers, with all the Easter eggs you could possibly want in a game. And it's this crisis management, bag building masterpiece of a game. It's just so hard and so satisfying and so fun. And I really wish more people were paying attention to this game live on GameFound right now. Spoiler, I helped them get media for it, so I kind of work with them, but I literally just said, hey, I'm going to connect you with some media people. Let's get this game some more coverage. And I made a how to play video for them, but it's really good. I really hope you check it out. Number 4 was in the same world, because it's from the same publisher as Conquest Princess. That is Mouse Cheese Cat Cucumber. I've talked about this game so many times in the past 2 years running. It's been at the end of the year and one of the top games I've played. Still really like the game. Still really, really bad at it. Still love playing it. Number 3 on the list is Asking for Troubles. It is right there. My wife wanted to play it several times. I got to play it at the convention, and even got to play it one more time somewhere else. And so it's just so wacky. It's so weird. It plays so well with a lot of players. It's one of those few Euro games that to me, well, any game really, that to me shines with a lot of players. It's fun at 2 or 3, but 5, 6, or 7, it is awesome. And it just moves really fast. Like, we played a 5-player game of this, and it was maybe 90 minutes, maybe, and I had to teach the game, and it was late at night at the end of a con. Awesome. Number 2 on the list was, I already mentioned, Argent the Consortium. got to play this several times at the con. I even got to play it a 2-player game because I didn't think this game was going to work well at 2-player, but I was wrong. It was actually pretty darn satisfying at 2-player, though I do like it at more players. I think 3 and 4 is really where it shines the most. And I even got to play finally with one of these small expansion modules I've been wanting to try, but it's hard to introduce those in a game like this because you have to have played it with the people a few times. But so really did enjoy doing that. And the number 1 on the list was Madara. And that should be no surprise to anybody because if you knew I'd put it out on the table, you knew it was going to be out on the table for a week or more, and you knew I was going to be playing the heck out of it. I didn't quite finish the next chapter of Act 1, and I'm currently, I'm going to say 65% through Act 1. Maybe I'll get it all done by the time the new stuff arrives. So I don't know, but I'm slowly working through that. It's a good game. It's starting to get, it's interesting because now it's become something that's a little bit more. It's become a bit heavier than it was because there's so many powers that I have. And I just had to stop before I did a mission where you were literally with a split party playing on 2 maps at once. So, but still a very good game, still really enjoy it. So moving into my picks for next month. Of course, as always, we have the list. Want to get something else off of that. Next, I have Land vs. Sea. This is my number 3 game of the year a year or two ago, and it's just, I love this tile laying game. It's quick, it's easy, it's simple, it's beautiful to look at. Beautiful to look at, and it just always really makes me happy when I play it, though I'm not particularly good at it. Next one is Furnace, but specifically Furnace with the expansion. I just played base Furnace with Streamline Matt at the convention. We had a good, and this is one that actually made my Games of the Year list a year or two ago. And again, it's a really fun engine builder. It's quick, it's easy, but now I have this expansion. The expansion is still in Shrink, so I don't know much about it, but I'm excited to try it, so I'm hoping I actually get to do that. And then the next one on the list is my big one, that also would double because it's actually on the list, and that is Oathsworn. I haven't played in several months. I want to get back to it, knock out a few more chapters. My wife wants to try it, so very excited for that. And that was my game of the year last year, so really like Oathsworn. Want to keep digging through it. And the last one is a game that I always love, and I will always play it. And in fact, if any of you would like to play it on TTS, let me know and we will play. And that is Red Dragon Inn. I love the world of Red Dragon Inn. There's more Red Dragon Inn stuff coming. The Battle for Greyport stuff's coming. The Tales from Red Dragon Inn's coming. I just have a hankering to play the original, mean as can be, take that card game. I always enjoy it, so hopefully I'll get that to the table this month. So there you have it, folks. That is the top 5 games of May 2023. And because it's the monthly menu and just another little pitch, do consider becoming a channel member. That is different from being a channel subscriber. Down across the bottom, you see a little ticker, and those are our current members. And just thank you so very much. It really does help me get to cons, buy new games, and on occasion upgrade equipment, be it new memory cards or cameras, lights, whatever. So thank you so much to everybody. You can check out the link in the description, which will take you right to the page. It will tell you all about what the different levels are. And in addition to that, it doesn't necessarily say that there, but there's also a occasional mail call segment that I do, which is only for main course and higher members. They get to see it, which basically is stuff that comes into the house that gets mailed to me. I give you my initial impressions of it. Sometimes I know a lot about it. Sometimes I don't know anything about the game. In fact, I had one that I'd completely forgotten I'd agreed to cover because it took so long to actually finally show up. So talk about that and just kind of mostly what my concerns are with the game going in. As always, members, thank you so very much. Everybody else, thank you for being a subscriber. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing, doing all of those things. As always, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.